guess what? We're not. We're actually here on another Brunswick-style game. See, look, this one even has the Brunswick ball returns, which the other one didn't. Also, different weight balls. But we are here at the BES lanes. That's what I'm calling it because there's no other label besides the last 3 games had AMF Wonder Lanes as the name, and the last one we played earlier, King Cliffs, with the AMF A-2 that was a different name entity altogether. But today we're going to actually do some bowling. But I wanted to show you what the masking unit looks like on this particular system. There's the masking unit, and as you can see, it looks like it's grand. Look at this, see? It's got the grand instruments and everything. But as you can see, behind the pinsetter, or behind whatever you like to call it, look at how much of a difference this pinsetter looks like compared to the original A-2 that we went to in another game. You can see that this one has the decal looking like this instead of looking flat. In fact, I need to do a test video and see what it looks like when I take a picture of it. We'll do that, and then we'll get into the games here. But obviously, we need to close the masking unit and jump over here. As you can see, the lights are already turned on, so we don't have to worry about it. This is a little newer. They also have ladders so you can climb up. It looks like this pin setter only has 1 pin. But that's because the pins got jammed. But that's because this is still susceptible to getting pin jams. I'm just moving these out of the way because we are going to be using this lane. Or at least, so I thought. But I'm going to leave this up for a little bit. We'll start the game on lane number 3. Not lane number 4. 3. It's just I wanted to get a side picture of this. Alright, so I was going to start playing, but this absolute asshole is causing any issues. So I might have to leave and start over again. But here's the balls I was going to use. Oh, he left. So we can actually do this thing. After all. Get wrecked, bastard. Anyway, frame 1, ball 1. But obviously I'm going to zoom in like this in order to see the pin setter go off. And he left all the bumpers up minus my lane because I lifted it back down. That's pathetic. And there's your pin setter doing just that. Now we're going to do ball 2. Why is it so slow? And we get a stink frame. Okay, now it's dropping us a new set of pins. And as you can see, they're different this time. Now, I forgot to lower the pin masking unit before I started ball number 3, so let's fix that, shall we? The masking unit's closed, so let's start ball 3. Ball 2, actually. Frame 2, ball 1. There we go. Cutter ball. And this time you can actually see the pin setter. Oh, did the ball get stuck? Because one of the balls is missing. Also, the guy who came here before took all the bowling balls, so I have to wait for this one pin. There we go. We got a spare, but we could have gotten a strike on the last ball. But of course, we couldn't have everything. Oh, there's where the ball is. It's just sitting right there. Right next to the red pin. Alright. Here's the ball return, and here's the ball. Another strike. Oh, here we go. Now we're making progress. We got 2 strikes in a row. Actually, no. 1 spare and then a strike. And it looks like the pin setter's going to take a while to cooperate. There it goes. We're going to do 2 games, like I said. Hold up. Okay. That time it actually was... this time I actually fumbled a little bit. 4 pins. Nasty split. The pin setter's nice. But that guy in the video ruined the thumbnail, so I might have to redo it again. I might have to, or restart the entire game. Okay, well, we got a spare afterwards. This pin setter starts up fast, pretty much. Again, there's your Brunswick ball return. Might I say, this is like one of the most unique ones. Yeah, he had the... Where's the ball? It should come back soon. It should come back soon. There it is. As you can see, there's the ball, which we're going to use because the other guy took the other ball. And we got an 8. 62 so far. El Stinko was an 8. Too bad the other ball hasn't come back, so it more likely is stuck. In fact, let me look. Maybe I can just fish it out myself. Whatever. We're not gonna steer too fear of it. We have this one ball, we'll make it work. Ball 2. Okay, rethrow. 9. 71. And it just dropped in some new pins. But yeah, this is the BES lanes, not the AMF Wonder lanes. Considering this one has has 4 lanes instead of 2. Also, you have a visible bumpers down and bumpers up button. Usually that's a request that you have to make in real life bowling. There's the ball. And here it goes into the ball return. And gutter ball. I cannot save that ball. It's just going to go into the pin setter and do exactly what it does best. There goes the pins, dropped off, and the beam goes back up. This is now ball 2 of a very mediocre game so far, 71. I do like the masking in it, that's really cool. All the other ones have had something to do with bowling, but this one doesn't. Well, technically, the masking on the last bowling alley in Roblox we played was actually a unique design because it had the numbers displayed when you hit any pins. The AMF A-2 we filmed before it didn't. It just had the X and the 2 dots, which indicated how many balls you had yet left to throw. I think the ball's actually stuck there. Oh, there it is. And a strike. But that's really just another spare because we could have gotten a strike, but we didn't. There we go. Now we just wait for the ball to come back, which unfortunately the other ball got stuck, so I don't think we'll be seeing that again. There's your elevator, of course. And of course, everything else. I didn't do this in the beginning, but there you go. And there is another radio, but we don't use it. Alright. Frame 6, ball 1. 9. Sorry about the camera jitter. Sometimes I wish I could just restart the entire thing over again. Interesting how this one has all double stripes, but has different colored pins. This one I got is more of the Bolero standard. Ball 2. And we got a spare. As usual, so that means another El Stinko, the bonus ball. And it already set up a fresh set of 10 pins already. This one is less likely to get jammed, I'll tell you that much. Alright, ball 1, frame 7, and a strike it is. Spare on strike, 110. Now, it's time for the second. 2 El Stinko, the bonus balls this time. And yes, I made that, I'm referring to Georgia 551's what he calls these things, bonus balls. We got a 9. And we dropped the 1 pin down. Don't know which one. It might be the 4 or the 69th pin. Just kidding. I'm not going to make that joke as many times as you would expect. There's your Brunswick ball return. Doing exactly what it does best. Drop the ball in, another spare. And we have 130 as the El Stinko. 130 is the final score. And now we wait for the ball to come back. Where is it? What the hell? It's just sitting there. And it just messed up our ball already. Now it should be on its way back, but it messed up our first ball already. 140. That's what we got as an El Stinko. Congratulations, we were robbed of an El Stinko. Now the ball's back. And we got a spare. So we get an extra ball. Another El Stinko, the bonus ball. Oh, the bonus B. And there's your pin setter dropping off another fresh set of 10. I might do the second game on another server, just so we have more ball choices, and because the other guy ruined the last video. And a strike we ended off with, for a grand total of 160. Again, just like the last place we went to, we scored a 160. Well, maybe, actually. I don't know if I'm right or not. That will be game 1, especially since this game's already been partially riddled with stupid people. So that's it for game 1. And I'm going to be saying sayonara to the ball we collected. In fact, none of the balls are here, but you can see all of this right here, so I think it's safe to say that we won't be getting our ball back. So let's go ahead and unclaim. We'll jump and we'll change lanes just for funsies. All right, we jump to lane number 1 for this last game, which should be a quicker because we also have all the ball choices this time. Thanks a lot to the one turd who decided to ruin the entire ordeal for me. So now that he's gone, ball 1, frame 1. Fuck. I think that's foul. Foul. That was a foul ball because it did the as it still counts it as 0. So best we can do is 8. Actually no, I guess the 4 pins did count. And of course, as you can see, the pin setter is setting up another 10 10. 8. And we got a 9. Much better. We're starting off with a wonderful 9. Let me do a little bit of a running. And that did nothing. This one seems to be slower than ball number. This one seems to be a lot slower compared to lane number 4. For some reason, I think lane number 4's pin setter is a little bit quicker than this one. 26 so far. And we're at 10. So another strike. Strike number 2. So we could get a turkey once the pinsetter actually does anything. Let's see what happens. And there goes the pinsetter, dropping another fresh hit. Drop the ball in, and turkey we get. So our El Stinko for the frame 4 is a 56, which is 10, 10, 10. Let's see if we get more scores. Obviously, the pinsetter needs to cooperate first, and as you can see, it's doing this again. There it goes. Very slow, but yeah, there you go. Let's see if we go for the ham bone. And no, we got a split instead. El Stinko for frame 2, El Stinko for frame number 5, also a 10, 83. But the El Stinko is a 7. Well, there's 2 El Stinkos actually, so that only filled in the frame for the last one. And we got a 9, so 111. That's where we are right now. And 102 is what we got on the last strike. Drop the ball in. That is for frame number 8. And another strike, so it's a 121, pending more points. 121 pending more points. And another pinsetter that likes to go slow. Like, very slow. I mean, look at it. And it's doing its thing again. Whoop. And let's get back to the ball. Frame 9 ball 1. Another strike. 2 El Stinkos. 1 El Stinko, and we got another strike. More likely, we will get a very high game. God knows how much. That's for frame 10. And it's another split. So, El Stinko for frame 8 was a 137. We got an opportunity to get a spare, though, so it's not all doom and gloom. And, of course, it's leaving the last 3 pins. Ball 2. And we got an 8, so no bonus points. 165 is the number we get. No bonus points, just a 165. Unless you can do another ball, but I don't think so. So the final score is 165 for this one. But in frame number 4, lane 4 where we were, we got a 160, so not too much difference. And that will conclude another Brunswick A-2 game. This time, it's called the BES lanes. Roblox. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one. And I'll see you guys next time. And as you can see, there's your seating area.